Story time. So after I'd lost my job in Port Harcourt, I moved back to Lagos where he lived, and we were planning the engagement at my people's place, and I had come with a lot of excitement and hope, and the belief that this our future together will be so solid. Then the red flag came unannounced. During our visit to my brother's house, we were planning the engagement. Something happened that night. A loud scream from the sitting room startled me. I just jumped up from the bed and rushed to the sitting room, and then I saw my brother's housemate on the floor. And then when I asked what happened, my guy claimed that he tripped over her while he was trying to charge his phone. I never knew he was actually trying to charge that very phone. At that time, I chose to ignore it because I wanted to believe it was an accident. Months later, after I relocated permanently to the city where I reside now, everything came crashing down. So one night, I noticed a message notification on his phone, and the message read, "Please return my tablet." He was telling someone to return his tablet, and I was confused, so I had to investigate. At that time, I tried to see who that person Joy was, and happened to be my brother's housemate. So I was like, how did the housemate get a hold of his tablet? So I called her at about 3 a.m. that night when I saw that message, and she was sleepy, and then she just said to me that he met her she met him on the road where she was waiting for a cab, and then he offered to give her a ride to the island. I was like, okay. And then I woke him up again. I asked him, what happened? Where did you meet this person? How did this person, get a hold of your phone, of your tablet? He said, oh, they met in Festac. And when they met in that area, he decided to, she asked for a lift, and he decided to help. That was when I was now thinking like, okay, what's this confusion about? Why is everything not adding up? So I had to call my sister-in-law to ask her to call her house help to ask them to return my tab, and she was just laughing. I asked her, why are you laughing? She said to me that many things have been going under the bridge and I didn't know anything. I was shocked. The betrayal was not just shocking, it really broke me. So I confronted him, and instead of him taking full responsibility, he became defensive and fearful. Then I realized remorse without accountability is empty. That experience taught me a painful but very important lesson. Love is fragile, and repeated red flags are warnings, not coincidences. Love should never be blind to the patterns of dishonesty. Sometimes the hardest truth really comes quietly, and you have to face them alone. Protecting yourself, recognizing betrayal early, and even standing firm in your own self-respect are lessons no heartbreak can take away from you. So if you've ever felt blindsided by someone who you trusted, pause and ask yourself, are there warning signs you ignored? Are there things that you did not do right? And what will you do to protect your own peace moving forward?